For the third time in 5 months, staffing shortages at Austin's airport are to blame for flight delays. Local leaders are urging the FAA to make some changes. KVUE's Daniel Perot is live at Austin's airport tonight. And Daniel, this seems to be a reoccurring problem.
That's right, Quita. This morning, the FAA grounded several flights that were headed for Austin because they didn't have enough air traffic controllers at the control tower here in order to allow those planes to land here in Austin safely. That ground stop is now over. Operations are now back to normal here at the airport. But Austin leaders say that this whole issue and incident is reigniting their concerns about what they view as a serious problem that needs to be addressed as soon as possible. Growing calls for change after staffing issues at Austin Bergstrom International Airport's control tower ground travel to a halt. Flights from Dallas and Houston into Austin were directed not to take off.
There were 455 flights affected. The average delay was 51 minutes and the maximum delay was 95 minutes.
Staffing levels have led to ground stops multiple times since November. Mike Slack is an aviation attorney.
Okay, we don't know whether this is air traffic demand that exceeded existing staffing capacity in Austin on this day, or whether this is a result of some other effect like the governmental reductions that are taking place.
In February, the FAA fired 400 probationary employees, including one Austin FAA worker. The transportation secretary says none were air traffic controllers or critical safety personnel.
Those newly hired air traffic controllers are very important because they're the beginning of the replacement for the retiring air traffic controllers.
On social media, Austin Mayor Pro Tem Vanessa Fuentes said the FAA must address this emergency now, not after a tragedy forces their hand. For years, Congressman Lloyd Dockett has been vocal about the need for more air traffic controllers. He says the tower barely has half the staffing level recommended by the FAA for safe operations. The agency set a goal of 60 air traffic controllers in the Austin Tower by 2024. As of last year, the airport had 33 certified controllers and 6 in training.
It has a direct effect on safety.
With controllers stretched thin, Slack says he worries about the half a dozen close calls at Austin's airport in recent years. Last October, an American Airlines jet just missed a Cessna, and in 2023, a FedEx plane nearly hit a Southwest Airlines plane.
When the workload becomes too much, then the compromise is inattention, distraction.
Controllers understaffed and overworked, leading to frustrating delays for travelers. The FAA says that it plans to hire and train several thousand new air traffic controllers over the course of the next decade, but training can take several years, so this isn't an issue that is easy to solve by any means. The ground stop here at this airport has been lifted since noon, but the airport says it took several hours for them to get flight schedules and operations back to normal.